I got Leviathan. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. Recently, CG released another buff for Leviathan, making it by far the strongest fleet in existence, and we can't use Profundity consistently there. Not yet, maybe we'll find a build for it, but right now, the only other build that isn't a Leviathan mirror match with the Sith Assassin arms race madness to get her to Relic 9 and then still just coin flip against people who also have Relic 9. CHIMERA is pretty consistent though, I will say. So I have a few footage clips and stuff to show you guys. It's not 100%, I'll tell you that. Even though this video shows only wins, you do fail sometimes. That is the case, unfortunately. Usually you can take most of them out anyways, so then the cleanup is easy, but it's not an easy life climbing with CHIMERA. It gets easier though. I'll show you guys. Let's get out of here and say huge shout out to my patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for everything. Really appreciate all of you and what you do. And just a reminder, folks, if you like videos like this, if this is helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment, mount the algorithm, folks. Get in. The water is lukewarm. It's fine. Don't think about it. Try not to think about it. Let's go. So I have 4 fights here, guys, and they all happen a little bit differently. So let's just get started. You guys can, if you really want to, pause and see what my opponent's relic levels are and what my relic levels are. I only ran this on my main account because my alt account could do it, but all the Leviathans in range were 6 stars, and it wasn't my time to climb. So I'm just showing you, yes, I have a lot of relics on these characters. I think it does work pretty consistently with less relics, alright? In fact, I know it is, because I watched other people do it. I don't have crazy relics. Relic 8 on Iden or Relic 7 on Iden is pretty nice, though. Okay. So first, you're gonna open with TIE Fighter Pilot and do a special on Bomber. Bomber's pre-taunting. Then you want to get the target lock onto Bomber as well from Vader so that you can dispel their Bomber later on if you need to. So boom, there you go. Double tap. He's still taunting, and he's going to be taunting a lot more than he used to every time we hit one of their other ships. Now, when we come in, so we have 2 reinforcements. We have the TIE Defender and the Interceptor. We need the Interceptor eventually, but the TIE Defender, perfect here. Come on in. And stun. Auto stun. Great. Alright. So now, we're going to do something so we're starting with Scythe here, and it's not too exciting. Okay, so you're going to do the second ability here, and that's going to give us Formation. Formation gives us extra offense on everyone. You note that Defender came in and immediately put Foresight on your TIE Fighter, and then you also have Mark on your TIE Fighter as well, so they have to target him. So let's do Formation. Not only is it going to give us Formation, it's going to dispel all of their buffs, which is pretty nice. Okay, so all their buffs are gone. And then they shoot at TIE Fighter and miss. So now we have all these stacks of Formation on TIE Fighter. You're going to go over, and because Formation dispelled all those buffs on the TIE Bomber, including the taunt, you're going to switch over to Sith Fighter. And this is kind of determinant of if it's going to be an easy fight or not. If you can, usually you can one-shot the Sith Fighter. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. But this is in my testing. This was one of the biggest areas of RNG. So you can one-shot usually. So 150 something thousand damage. All right, TIE Defender, no choice but to just do a shot. And then, all right, Scythe goes. You're gonna give bonus protection to the TIE Defender. No problem. Alright, so this is the variant where shuttle comes in first, and this one was the one I had the toughest time with. I was beating these teams so easy, consistently, no problem, until I faced this fleet where the shuttle came in first. This is where I couldn't figure it out. So I'll show you guys how I eventually figured it out. It's very consistent for me now. So Vader is going to go, he's going to just dispel. So because you have target lock on that guy, and it's not going to go away, because as long as Vader's alive, Vader is going to dispel all buffs because there's target lock. It also gets rid of all the turn meter on him. Now, you might think it's a good idea to either heal yourself or to call someone to assist with the basic. And normally, so that was what I was doing initially. That doesn't really work. Notice how they have a tiny amount of turn meter? That turn meter turns into them taking turns eventually. Believe it or not, you don't want them to take turns. And so, you're going to use your AoE to disrupt. They don't have much turn meter, but you want to get rid of what turn meter they do have. This was the move I finally discovered was working. I mean, did we even have fear on Bomber? You don't want to disrupt Bomber, right? But you do. It never works out. Any other combo, it doesn't work for me. It never did. So, do the AoE. Boom. Look at that. Look at how much turn meter they have left. That they grew a little bit back, to be fair. Okay, so the guy gets his taunt back, and you're like, why? Why did I get rid of, why did I dispel with TIE Advanced? Why did I do the AoE once that taunt was gone, just to be shooting him with his taunt again? I don't know. Go ask your dad. I don't care, or your mom. Okay, we're back in line, though. We can get some more formation, and we get another dispel, which is fantastic. Cool. Keep doing that. Okay, now we can target whoever we want. Shuttle or Fury Interceptor. I like to target Shuttle a lot of times just to get to start working on it. You really want target lock on all of them if you can. And remember, Vader's going to be hitting pretty hard, especially with all those stacks of formation. So you're going to get TIE Interceptor in now. Wonderful. And now you can, as you see, we dispelled everything once again, and probably just go for Shuttle. But apparently, I just linked their Bomber for no reason. Don't know what I was going for there. But okay. So we hit their Fury Interceptor. Now we have our ult already. Boom! Blows that dude away. And another happy landing. Cool. So what happens with the other variants? Now, I don't have any with TIE Dorito, guys. No one, as you'll see, no one in my top group has TIE Dorito in the starting lineup. I hope it's the same. I couldn't find anyone with it though. Not in the top like 20 in my fleet chart. Every single person is Sith fighter in there for some reason. So that's what we get for this variant. Hopefully, if Dorito is significantly different, I'll do another video. All right, so same opening here, guys. Same opening every time. Shoot the Sith bomber with two things, and then they're going to shoot and miss. So shoot at and miss your TIE fighter there. And then you'll get turn meter because they missed, because we had foresight. And we get the TIE Defender in, and you stun Sith Bomber. Same opening every time, folks. Every single time. And then you're going to get formation for everyone. Yay, formation! They shoot at your TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter says, oh, don't mind if I do. Look, I even opened the thing for formation for you guys. I was like, hey, what does formation do exactly? And then it turns out it just deletes that Sith fighter. It's very nice, very handy. I would imagine that would be a difference between the TIE Dorito start and the Sith fighter, to be honest. Okay, so this is one where their Sith, the Mark 6 comes in, and he's a way bigger pain in the butt than when you actually use him yourself. All right, still same thing though. So you're gonna dispel on the Sith bomber with TIE Advance, and then because you don't need more bombs on you. And you want to get rid of the Sith bombers turn meter as well, which is the other thing you dispel with TIE Advance, and then you do the AoE and get rid of more turn meter. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's get some more formation, shall we? Alright, now we can target who we want. Because the Mark 6 is so tough to kill, I tend to just target the Fury Interceptor. Now, you'll note they did a barrage of shots on the TIE Defender. I've never had that barrage of shots kill it. So, I don't know if there's some RNG situation. I did probably about... I maxed out my arena battles. So... Like I can't test anymore until a reset in a few hours. So I don't know how many attacks that is, but I did all of those attacks. They never once killed my TIE Defender with that barrage. So for what it's worth, I don't think you can die if you have at least if you have a relic 7 Iden. I didn't know if you can or not. All right, so let's target that Fury Interceptor though. Do the AOE, target Fury Interceptor so we can take it out. They do the AoE. Great. Tell the Mark 6 I hate it. It's probably the most irritating ship on defense ever. Okay, Fury Interceptor. He gone. And I'm like, man, I don't want him to shoot me back. Please, no thank you, sir. We do have the Chimera here, though. So guys, do not target the Mark 6 for this. That only takes off 1 stack, okay? And actually, if you target a different ship with the kill, with the ultimate on Chimera, then it'll still take a stack off. Well 2 stacks, I guess, because that's how it goes up and down in 2s. But yeah, you one way or another, you can hit it with. See, look at that. Okay, so now basic is your best friend from Defender because the Defender hits 3 separate times. Now. Yeah, so now we can call the assist with the TIE Defender. Sometimes you can stun it so it doesn't hit you back, because you don't want it to hit you back. Look at that. TIE Dorito is in the house. And typically, what I would do, like, you just resign yourself to eventually you're probably going to lose your ship. Okay, always heal that TIE Defender and put it in stealth, I guess, too. They can shoot your TIE Fighter. Alright, Revan decides he's tired of Thrawn, and chops off his... I'll let your imagination run with that. What would he chop off? No one knows. I have some ideas, but I'm not going to share that right now. I'm not at liberty to tell. So, now we just 2 by 2 try to get rid of this stupid jerks stuff. Got him. Alright. We don't have Chimera, but we have a full fleet, so we're good to go. And now let's do the last guy, and then we're gonna circle around and I'll show you the shuttle fight one more time, just because that one I probably failed like, I want to say 8 times in a row before I finally found the right combo. But alright, here we go. So you shoot the bomber, he's in a different place, and it's stressful because he's in a different place, and who wants to have to deal with that? Ain't nobody got time for that. So Defender comes in, as per usual. You're gonna stun. This is faster. I've kind of fast forwarded because this is a really long. This turns into a long fight, as you'll see. So let's try to one-shot that Sith fighter. We didn't one-shot it. This is an example of sometimes you just don't one-shot the guy, and it sucks to be us, but we just don't have what it takes. Maybe I'll get my TIE Fighter pilot up to Relic 20 or something, just to compensate for that, just so that we can all have an arms race. It'll be great. So, it turns into this big fiasco. You really want to get your Interceptor out as quickly as you can before they sabotage your hangars, and you can't have him anymore, though it is still worth bringing him in. You see, he died anyways because they'll hit him back, but we did get all that buff immunity, so it's not completely worthless. It still feels a little bit that way, though. Dude, how could you miss that guy? Alright, make sure to kill the bomber, guys. It's important. Heal your ship that is the closest to being dead. Okay, so we killed the Fury Interceptor, we killed the bomber, and if we have to clean it up, great. Though, of course, if it's Fleet Arena, that doesn't do anything for us. So let's continue on. Let's see how resilient we can be. He's got 41 stacks. Mother of God. So, okay, someone else is here. Let's try to nuke them real quick, and then we'll go back. Hey, look at that. The people who said that the Scythe was a worthless ship when it first came out, I guess I don't blame you, but man, it's proved to be so helpful. Once we understood just how strong that Dispel and turning buffs into formation for your team, it was like, It's so transformative, honestly. Gosh, and then now they have the Chimera, they have the Leviathan, and they keep getting reinforcements. It's outrageous, it's unfair, and yet we need those crystals from Arena. So let's go. We need to keep the Mark 6 from doing anything too preposterous here. Here we go. All right. Just dispel. Scimitar's like, hey, I thought that I was a really good ship. And we're like, I'm sorry, but you're not. I don't know what to tell you, Maul. I gave you Relic 7. I don't know what else to say. Look at a TIE fighter hanging on. Keep going, man. Let's get rid of his turn meter here with Vader, because we're vindictive and unkind. It's okay to do that sometimes, guys. There we go. 32 seconds left. We got it. Good for us. Now, one last one, guys, when the shuttle comes in first. Now, if you have some really bad RNG when the shuttle comes in first, is when things get rough, because then their second ship that comes in is the Mark 6, and it usually deletes something of yours, and then it's really hard to recover from that. But for the most part, this does work for me, and I think I've done this like 7 times in a row now that it works. Maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe it's like 5 times in a row. I don't know. I don't want to give you guys bad information, of course, but it all just jumbles in your brain after a while, if you know what I mean. So, get the stun. And let's do formation. Gathering. We're not even taking their debuffs, we're just gathering debuffs for ourselves. That's what it is, guys. Alright. Sith Fighter is gone. I would imagine Relic 9 Sith Fighter would be a little tougher to one-shot as well, for what it's worth. Alright, shuttle is here. Let's dispel this, and let's get rid of turn meter with our AoE. Even though I want to heal someone or call someone to assist, let's do this. Okay, we'll just shoot this guy for no particular reason. We'll shoot him again. Not that we don't have good reason to shoot him, but this does kind of feel bad, to be honest. Alright, we only have one more turn until we can nuke something that they love, which is wonderful. Alright, dispel everything with the TIE Interceptor. And then mark the shuttle so that we can destroy it. They do the mass assist on TIE Fighter. That also has never killed my TIE Fighter, though it happens less frequently than when they try to shoot the TIE Defender. Let's heal the Defender, because the Defender is vital to what we're trying to do. And then Chimera, poor hapless young Emperor, is dead, and we're good to go. So that's how I do it, folks. I would love to hear what your experiences are. I hope that this helps. If not, I'm sure there are other good guides out there. I'm not trying to say that I'm the sole arbiter of truth. After a ton of testing and watching a ton of other videos, this was what I plotted out to be the best course of how to do it. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zereth prevails.